Hello! Today we are going to have a look at a computer case. This is a case from Corsair. It's the 5000D Airflow edition, and we are going to unbox this and have a closer look at every nook and cranny we can find on this case. And I will give you the reason why I bought this one. So stay tuned. So, shall we take a look at the box first? So, I'm sorry about the tear here. This was the shipping label. I tried to tear it off and I took away some of the markings here. But we can here see an outline of what the case looks like. It looks like an airflow case with all the holes here and on the top. And we just have the name here. We have on this side, we just have some specifications, size, what it's made of. It's made from steel, plastic and tempered glass. It also says here what kind of fans you can mount in it. I can just leave a text in the video for you, so I don't have to read up all of them. How many expansion slots you got, what kind of motherboards it supports, what kind of I/O it has. We will have a look at that when we open the case, and what kind of power supplies it supports. On the other side here, we have, it's a very interesting image here. So this is an exploded view of the case. We can see the frame here, and every panel has been torn apart. And just showing you, this is the top filter. There's a panel there. We may get a fan with it, or maybe two fans. We have the back panel, some filtering, because we can apparently get air from the side here. We have front panels, and yeah. We just have a look at all this when we open the case. And on the last side here, we just have an information. This is the white finish one with the glass panel. You can also get this without a glass panel on the side if you want a more stealthy look. And yeah, what kind of hardware we get with it. Some screws, documentation, and Velcro straps. We will have a look at those when we get inside. So, shall we start with that? I don't have my usual knife here today. I just have this regular knife, so I'll just be very careful with it. I'm sorry, I'm outside of the frame now. I just have to stand up to cut the tape. Like that. The top one. Okay. I just put away the knife before continuing. So the first thing we can see here, this is the top of the case, and we also see there's this quite dense styrofoam. I really like seeing this, and I'll try to pull it out. I'll be back in a second. And we're back. So I just put the case out of the box. I took off the styrofoam. And I really like to see this kind of styrofoam, not the hard part, because this actually protects much better in shipping. Because if it gets dropped or anything, the other type of styrofoam, it just cracks and most of the protection is lost, but this can take many hits before the case will get ruined. And okay, here we have the case. I also saw this little manual, I think, inside the bag here. We just have a look. It says the 5000D and 5000D Airflow. And it's just an instruction manual with some same information as we got on the box, and how to install things. You can also find this on their website, I think, so we don't have to see this now. Maybe I will have to find it when I'm moving my old computer into this new case. Yeah, so let's have an external view, an external look. So here we can see the glass panel. It's covered the whole side here. There's not much. It is not tinted. I've seen many different cases that tints the glass, but on these white cases, I think it looks really nice when it's not tinted. And yeah, shall we flip it around and see the front? Okay. Yeah, we can see here it's like a stamped steel or something. It really shows that they thought of the airflow for this case, because many cases from a couple of years ago had this completely blocked off and it ruined the airflow, which, as a spoiler, is one of the reasons why I'm switching out my old case. There's nothing much more to it on the front. We can take this off by just pulling it and pulling the bottom. Yes, it was really easy to remove. I had other cases that you have to like use all your muscles and pull, and then it suddenly snaps off and you think, oh, I ruined this now. It was really easy. I just put this to the side down here for the time being, and here we can see the air filter, or the dust filter, I mean. And that is also really easy to take off. I think it's held in place by magnets. You can see these crosses here and on the top. It's a quite fine mesh. It's not the most restrictive one, which is nice. It will keep away most of the dust. And behind where the dust filter was, we can see the one included fan. We'll see later what kind of model this fan is. But yeah, I've been a fan of Corsair's fan for many years. And yeah, I'll just put this back on to see how easy it is. There are some slots down here. I don't know if you can see it from all over there, but there are also some tabs here. So you just line it up, put it back on. Oh, also on the bottom here we can see the Corsair logo, which is nice. It's nice and stealthy. And I like the silver or dark grey on the white background. It looks nice. And then it has a tab of here and on the bottom. I think this is to line it up more easily. And just push it in. Easy as that. Now on the other side. Oh yeah, well, another thing from the front. In my current case, I can like pull out the dust filter from the front. So we are not able to do this here. So I don't know if that's a problem or not. We'll have to see in the long term. On this side we can see there's some ventilation holes here. I think that's inspired by some other cases that lets you put fans on this side, which will... I don't know if it's good for the airflow, because then the air have to travel like in an L shape, like just right in, and have to take a nice sharp 90-degree turn and then go back. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, but maybe it doesn't matter. And there's nothing much to it. We will open this later after we are finished on the outside. And this is the back side. So here we have the thumb screws for the side panels. You can also see there's lots of ventilation on the top here. This is for the rear fan, which we also have included here. We have vertical mount brackets for the graphics cards. And down here it's where we put the power supply. Nothing much to it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots here and 2 here. It's quite offset, but we still have some space here between. If you use a dual slot graphics card here, which is air cooled, you do have some space here for a fan, or for the fans to pull air, but it's not that great. I'm going to have fully water cooled, so if I can put it here, I will. We have to see if I have to buy another holder for the graphics card here, or if I am able to use my old one. We have to see. Oh yeah, and down here we can see a tab for the dust filter. So I guess we just pull it down, yeah? Pull it up. Okay, this makes sense. So this is only for the power supply. So then it doesn't matter if you want to pull it out from the front. It's just easier, I guess. It's in. So yeah. Just have to figure out how to show you the top. So here we can see the top panel. This looks very much like the front one, with very much ventilation here. We also have the Corsair logo here on some rubber, it feels like. Yeah, just as the front, this just pulls off with the small tabs. And we have a dust filter taped in. You can pull this off because we don't want to ship our case anymore. But it's great that it's mounted down so we don't shift around. I also seen that Corsair has started to put these yellow USB ports and the yellow tabs here, like small details on their cases. I've seen some people don't like it, but I don't mind. Like you can design or plan your colors correctly according to this, but it shouldn't be that hard to just take a Sharpie or something to just mark away the yellow if you don't like it. So this is a magnetic. Yeah, it functions as a very. This doesn't filter that much. You shouldn't use your top for intake anyways, because air likes to go upwards. But this keeps away like most of the dust that's falling if you don't have your computer on all the time, which you shouldn't because power consumption. But yeah, we see these black parts around the filter. That's the magnets. And we can also see here we have space for, I guess, 120 millimeter and 140 millimeter fans. It doesn't look like it's much offset, but it's quite tall from the top of the motherboard. I plan to use a radiator here on the top, so I'm a bit worried if it's going to interfere with the RAM sticks I'm using. The case I'm currently using has these slots offset, or the ability to offset them, and yeah, we have to see if that's going to be a problem or not. Just put this back. Easy as that. So here we can see the power button, which has a very soft click. It's not very loud clicky. I quite like it. Feels nice. And the reset button on the other side. That's a more clicky one. Okay. We have two USB 3 ports and one Type-C. and a combined headphone and microphone jack. I will take off some of the panels and come back. Okay, we're back. I just took off the top and the front panels and filters, so we don't have to think about those when we are turning around the case. Now I want to take off the front panel here, and we have the two thumb screws, which has these yellow, what's it called, washers, or yeah, it's not washers, it's just the detailing. I don't know if you are able to see it, but yeah, they're yellow. The screws were not captive. Guess I'm just spoiled by them being that. That means that they have like a spring or something on the other side that makes it so that it doesn't fall out and you lose them. But I guess you can just leave them inside. So they're not super captive, but I guess we can still take it off. No? Oh, it's so scary. Okay, I just take them out. I don't want to drop this side panel. Then it will be hardened glass everywhere. Okay. Now we have it off. It does have a protective tape. I will leave this on until I have built my computer, so you have to wait for the official peel. But that will come in a later video. I'll just put this to the side and come back. Okay, so I'm back. I just sort of turn this. And now we can get a better view of the inside. I will leave some footage. I will put on some footage of me filming closer to this. We can see here we have like a cover for the power supply, and it goes underneath there. It has ventilation if you use your power supply taking the air from the top, because it has a fan, and you can put it either way. I like putting mine downwards because when using water cooling, and I had the fan turned up once and I had a leak and the power supply died. So don't do that. So you have to think about that if you're water cooling. If you're air cooling, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you feel like. Some cases have cutouts here to show like show the brand of your power supply, or if they have any stickers, or some even have screens now which show how much power you draw. That's cool to show off, I guess. And we also have here a hole that you can put your cables through to get to the 24 pin and the I/O, everything. So there's not much interesting things there, I think. Turn it around, you can see we have the fan in the back and we have one fan in the front. I think there's an 5000X edition which has instead of the airflow front, they have a glass panel, and it comes with 3 RGB fans, I think. But I want the airflow, I don't need the RGB fans, so yeah. So the fan is nothing special, it just says 12 volt DC, 0.3 amps. Yeah, 0.3 amps, so that's enough. We can see the Corsair logo here with a little yellow detail there. And you can also see this line here. This is a panel that you can take off. I saw it in the back there that we have another one that is designed to be flat and have like a curve upwards here if you're using a radiator in the front and you need more space. But if you're using hard drives in this cage, I think you need to have this one. We'll have a look at that later. And now we will take a look at the back side. So I have to cut the unboxing short here because I reviewed the footage and I saw that it was way too long. I had so much fun unboxing this case that I totally forgot about the time, and so we are splitting this video up in 2 parts. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the part 2, and don't forget to give this video a like or give a comment if you like this type of video. I really enjoyed it. I love computers and everything about them, so I would like to know if what you feel about them. So part 2 is coming soon, so yeah, we'll see you then. Have a good one.